All right, good morning, guys. Waking up today to see a NASDAQ that's down about 0.5%. Not really what I wanted to see. I was hoping we were going to curl higher. Maybe we still will throughout the day. Just not right now. Let's go take a look at what Investors Business Daily has to do. Global market stock futures lag. Did China hack Amazon, Apple? Yeah, probably they did. Oh, Cisco led the downside among stocks. Oh, good thing I never got into Cisco. What happened there? I missed something? Must be after hours. Let's look at some after hours stuff. Pre-market. Not a whole lot with in terms of volume. Ooh, that's really small. That's really small. Barnes and Noble EDU? What is that? And this is just Barnes and Noble. Yigi. RACN. WHG moving up 10% today? What the flood? Oh, that's not 10%. To 42? That's not 10%. Is it? I guess it is. Well, there you go. Is that just a spoof, or is that like a real tick? Cactus announced a analysis by Morgan Stanley with $42 a share price target, and they gap up to $42 a share. But that was a while ago. Well, either way, I don't see really too much news, but hey, Noel, I do see our WHG up here at 40. They have it at 42.70. So anyway, we'll see how that works out. Oh, it looks like 39.61. So anyway, there's WHD. Really gone now. A bill, GCI. Oh, that looks healthy. I think Gannett is a publisher, which is strange, but that looks pretty healthy in terms of price action. All right, guys, I'll be right back. I gotta feed one of my kids. All right, I'm back. AFK. Some profit taken expected here by some people at least. Yeah, Boeing. Boeing working really well. Usually when Boeing works, it works. We'll see what the market does today. Down 0.5% so far. Opening up in about 20 seconds by the time you guys hear this video. Yeah, Lily's already in the 108 levels. Oh, yeah, some elevated selling in Home Depot. Oh, a little bit, nothing. We'll see. Maybe everything gets a little bit of elevated selling here. Important thing is to track the real leaders. Like, Boeing's a real leader. The transports, we noted the transports have been weak. That's kind of sometimes an early warning sign. All right, we're open. And, ooh, Lilly gapped up 5%, son. What? Didn't expect that. Oh, snap. Positive trials for diabetes treatment. Wow. It's the only thing that's gone my way in the market in fucking 6 months. All right. NASDAQ Pulling up a little bit. Constellation Brands doing gappy move today. AMRN up another 3%. We got Quad U up a little bit more out of its little consolidation here. So yesterday it pulled back a little bit, but we'll see if this can continue today. That's the question: do you sell Eli Lilly here, or do you hold on to it? Because remember, the main thing about Eli Lilly is the, I mean, it has a massive accumulation ratio. It's literally massive. So, yeah, I'm not nearly as heavy as I could be on this one. Yeah, see what's down low. Artec 11.5, Tilroy down 4, few down 2, a bunch down 1, and on the inverse we have only a couple up 1. Nasdaq down 0.6 at this moment in time. Boeing also down 0.6, nothing to be too scared about. Hold on. Okie dokie. There's some selling going on there in Eli Lilly. You just saw it drop just before I jumped on the mic there. Oh, Nasdaq down 0.76%. Crossing one trend line. We'll see how crazy this gets. Lilly's in a market of its own right now. And it's not. Why isn't it not on my board? LOY? And then BA. They both should be on. Okay, Lilly's at the top. That's where it should be according to what everything else is up today. Nasdaq looks like we're dropping on the downside here a little bit. Volume pretty normal. Nothing insane. .7. Boeing holding up better. Okay, so Noel's talking about going to take profits on Boeing, maybe taking Eli's saying taking profits on Eli Lilly. I mean, I don't know if I do profits on Eli Lilly here. It's just starting. I mean, we're probably going to hit that. Probably going to hit our target here pretty well, which is freaking awesome. I need to be heavier in it, but I'm not. So it is what it is. If you want to swing trade these out, guys, like if you want to hold for the big moves, if you expect a pullback, you just can't sell. There's no, a pullback is nothing. A pullback is standard normal market action. There's nothing wrong with a pullback. by any stretch of the imagination. You're never going to get every red swing down and every red swing up. So dokie dokie. See, baskets of traders, guys. Baskets of traders. Pretty much all the market is. Yeah, UUU was looking pretty good, up about 4% today. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, let me see. I know, and that's all good, Eli. You know what, man? As long as you just keep, if you just keep banking them like that, I mean, I know with the options plays, you bank like 40% profits all over the place. you're good to go. 20-ish, Blay. It's at 3. You want it to go to 20? Well, I don't know enough about UUUU, to be honest with you. I don't know a ton about it. I think, isn't it an ETF? Let me look it up. Yeah, there you go. Greater than 100%. That's fantastic. Oh, it's a mining company. Mining of uranium properties in Colorado, Utah, Arizona, Wyoming, and New Mexico. Well, it's because you sold EC. If you still had your EC position, you'd be up like, I think if you bought that when I was mentioning it, it was like a 280% profit on the table, and I think it already hit that. And that was yeah. So you'd be up a ton. And that's what you hope to get with swing trading. You hope to get those major profits like that. Yeah, there's not a lot of green on the market today. Not a lot at all. It's really funny. Some of the ones we've been tracking are some of the healthiest ones today. AMRN, 10%. You still got that, Eli? Yeah, 10%. Lilly, UUU. Haven't really been tracking these. SIVB, what are you doing? Oh, you up today too? Look at you. ODFL, pulling back a little bit. Yeah, but it's moving like a damn option, dude. I mean, come on. If you bought one I said, you're already up like 30%. 37%. Yeah, 37% on AMRN. All right, Nasdaq getting down to 1%. Let's take a look at the indexes. That may be the bigger story. I mean, I don't know. Maybe selling some stuff up here is fairly pertinent. Who knows? ES, Russell, Dow. I mean, nothing's really broken. It's just scary. So it's hard to necessarily sell on scary. The only problem here is this is going to give us a 10th distribution day. Unless one's dropped off on the NASDAQ. Bye, babe. Let's look at the market volatility. Put call ratio. Majorly bullish, 0.83. we're going to hit 1% down pretty quick here on the NASDAQ. Shoot. There you go, 1%. Big round number. Yep. Well, I'm checking volume to previous opens is what I'm checking here. And it's definitely elevated. Got about 4 minutes left and we're already higher than... You can see the volume's actually increasing here. They're getting a little more aggressive if you kind of view it from that perspective. And it actually looks like a multiple head and shoulders, and there's your clean break. At least on the 15-minute. There's the extended market. Yeah, we're not really doing too much bad. I mean, a bit of Artec. Oh, wow. Oh, it's BLFS. Wow, that took a beating yesterday. Okay, IQ did not take a beating yesterday, but looks like it wants to today. It looks like the bottom may drop out of this. We'll have to wait and see. I've got a tiny position on this one. I'm probably just going to let this one go, which is probably not a good thing to do. Well, you don't want to buy AMRN right now, Noel. You don't want to buy it up 40% from a breakout point. I mean, it may continue going, but you just can't. It's a rule. And perfectly happy down 1% here, so it may get red. May turn red on a bunch of these fairly quickly. Nope, there's 15-minute close. Yeah, yesterday, remember we talked about that pullback buy in the morning, and that would have been, I mean, huge. You'd be up 25% in like one day, basically, 24 hours. All right, so we close there. Let's see if we reverse higher as Eli Lilly reverses lower. Ameren continuing though. Oh, we got a little more green on the board here. A few things turned green. Was all red. Yeah, Eli Lilly. BE. Haven't looked at BE in a minute. Let's look at BE. Oh wow, it's quite down quite significantly. Yeah, that's pretty interesting. Oh, that's 50 days. That's why. um, yeah, I'm not sure if right there you want to. There's no major reversal point. On this one. Yeah, I'm trying to get the volume context here. I can't make that any smaller. That's interesting. Yeah, I agree with you, Rebel. It kind of looks like an easy entry point, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I like to, wait for kind of more confirmation on something like BE right there. AZN, AstraZeneca. Yeah, it's not too bad at all. It's a little jumpy, but um, it's not too bad. Yeah, really good volume yesterday, absolutely. And the red volumes recently have been pretty muted. You got this day. So, yeah, I mean, definitely a possibility that it could get going. Yeah, doesn't look too bad. It's, you need to check on its fundamentals, make sure it's fundamentally sound, but it hasn't really moved. Last hour, BE has big buying. That's good. Yeah, this is like we said, one of those points where it looks good to buy. Got a trend line right there. Hold a lot of BE. I'm not sure if I just like the company. I don't. It's the only reason we're even looking at it. No one else even knows about it, which is probably a good thing, which is probably why it's going to work. What am I doing here? There we go. So yesterday we had a pretty big bottom there. We had very good volume here, here, and here. So that's good at the end of the day for some end of the day buying. I kind of like that. Amarin selling off a little bit. I mean, maybe take some profits on that one. Eli up so much, and maybe not all, but some may continue. But it's just, come on, 2 red days and it's up 567%. Good catch right there, though. That's a good catch right there. Man, the market's just maintaining where it is. We haven't really added too many to this green column by any stretch. NASDAQ pulling back a little bit now. May take a while to work off this this day, unless we rocket back, which I doubt. Let's take a look at the ones that kind of actually run the market. Apple, Amazon. Amazon looking a little more top heavy than Apple is. Just some distribution though. I don't. It just looks fairly normalized. Apple actually a lot less selling than Amazon. Amazon definitely has some distribution going in, and not so much Apple. Apple's only down today because of that article that China hacked them, which, I mean, come on, makes sense. I'm sure U.S. has put spy equipment in some of their hardware. I'm sure China does the same. If you don't want that to happen, just manufacture it down the street. I'm not sure if it's going to force a correction, Eli. It could just be due to that we're at like full employment nationally. You know, it could just be a national thing where, I mean, there's no more employees to be had. That's really what caused Target to raise theirs, and everyone to raise their minimum wage. That was just due to market pressure. Oh, now we got some more green. A little bit, not a ton. A few more green on our list here. Amarin, Stars, Eli Lilly, Quad U, SIVB getting a little froggy. Ooh, look at that, guys. SIVB looks like it's poking its head up to a potential buy point here. It's going to trigger my alert in about 12 seconds. Hey, there's sunlight outside. Look at that. So SIVB could be interesting here. Stock shed still not. That's still not working, Eli? All right, BE reversing here. Good. Bond sell-off hits global market on IBD. Let me take a peek at that. That's one part of the market I'm not super up on. Where's that? I don't see that article. Let's go to news. Okay, there we go. Bond slump goes global, dollar gains. I just got it. Just reading that article. Mm. Yeah. I need to get a little more hip to bonds. So here's the important part of this article that at least resonated with me. Um, where is it? Darn it. This withdrawal of liquidity and gradual tightening of monetary policy is reverberating across financial markets. So, when you remove liquidity and you tighten monetary policy, what you do is you raise interest rates, meaning the economy is just getting too hot and you want it to slow down. And that's the stock market just isn't going to like that. And also, what happens is there's more need for bonds, and so the yield rises for bonds as more people try to buy bonds. And then what happens is the price of bonds go down. That's what the bear market means in bonds. So if you're holding bonds, they're worth less, which is why bonds suck. Um, but essentially what it means is that they're putting a squeeze on the markets is what they're doing in terms of credit and money availability. And as those interest rates rise, and there's another one in here. As those interest rates rise, companies aren't going to be borrowing near as much money to grow. So, a lot of companies borrow a bunch of money to grow. So, if they're not borrowing money to grow, number one, they do have the cash to grow, but they probably won't spend it. They're probably going to hoard it. And so it's going to lead to a slowdown, which is pretty much what raising interest rates means anyways. So the fact we have low unemployment, the fact that we have low inflation too, which is not normal. Usually we would see higher inflation rates, but probably just the flux of money out there is probably what's keeping inflation low. HD's crapping more. Oh wow, yeah it is. Yeah, I'm getting out of that. A little too late, but luckily I lightened my Home Depot positions the other day to buy Eli Lilly. Oh wow, Eli Lilly, look at you. I didn't look at my gain on Eli Lilly. Even here, it's up Like you said, Eli, well over 100%. So that's good. Making up for the BS happening in the market today. Better to be lucky than good sometimes, guys. Yeah, so I'm not super enjoying all this action up here. Comfortably down 1%. Lilly. Yeah, fine. Boeing's looking, I mean, that's looking great. Just kind of hanging out there, down 0.79%. Just looking great. I'm not sure what the NASDAQ's problem is, but I mean, I don't know. We're so close here to all-time highs. About 1%. I may just... Let's see, we turn back red again. Have some red on my screen here. Quite a bit of volume on Lilly so far here today, guys. This is abnormally high volume. Hard to say if it's accumulation. Well, this isn't a good day. I mean, the bar breadth isn't that bad. If it just, I mean, we're only a half hour in the day. This could get a lot worse if it continues like this. But we've seen these sell-offs just stop in the past. Extreme stocks, extreme stream. Maybe I'm usually. Yeah, usually I'll do an extreme stream when I feel like it or when markets are really moving. With the stocks, it's a little different though. Yeah, maybe this October run, maybe we're going to be pretty muted on this run. All right, what's Fizz doing today? I got to go in a little bit, guys. Fizz crapping out too. Basically freaking up 10% in Fizz now. Damn, once again. Yeah, VIAV looking okay. See what Match is doing. Well, Match is doing good at coming into its little base here. Expect a little more out of Match. Match is looking pretty good here. Do not like Fizz, though. You're pissing me off, Fizz. How you feeling, James? Good. Want to get ready for the day?
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Let's see what else could be moving here. Let's do a scan, see what's holding up good. AMRN, let's look at the market cap. Bank of America, up 2%. That's interesting. I wonder what JPM's doing. Citigroup. Goldman Sachs not doing so great. JPM looking good. BBL, a BBL. Oh, BHP Billiton, okay. Not doing too bad right there. Alright guys, think I gotta bounce. Get the kids ready for school and stuff. Yeah, so we gotta see how aggressive this sell-off gets. We've had this trend line here that's been intact for quite some time on the NASDAQ. That could be very important, and we're wedging to the point where we actually may break it if this action continues. We haven't really been this close to it with a previous high this close to it. Every time we've come down, we've had, you know, more narrow highs. I mean, maybe we'll get another bounce and it'll continue, but we'll have to see. The market hasn't really gotten much healthier today. We've got Eli Lilly holding up well. Match is looking like it may be up to another potential entry point. BE, possible bottom buy down here. Eli saw some action on the 1 hour chart, some accumulation. AMRN still rocking, but a little too late to enter. Quad U's, if the market stays healthy, this is still buyable. This is an early entry point. This would be a traditional entry point up here at 63. So notice that's where I start my potential line there. Yeah, that's about it. So that's about it, guys. I'm going to get out of here. All right. See you tomorrow. Have a good one.